Hello and welcome everybody. So today is a new day and we are going to finish off with our question answers from Bonku Babu. In my channel you get ICSE, ISE, English literature and language topics as you know, and यहाँ से we also have a channel website slothskill.com, as you can see from here on the screen, slothskill.com. Here you will get all the question answers, important notes, line wise explanation written in the written format. You wanted PDFs, so I have arranged that for you. You can stay connected in the Telegram channel. I update there ki what are the topics that we are including there and everything. You can stay connected with me over there, and in the channel we discuss every single thing, from questions to the explanations and everything that can come in the exam. So without any delay, as you can see from the thumbnail and from the picture over here, we are doing the question answer series. Okay, we will first discuss a few notes which are important that you must follow, then we will move on to the question answers. Okay, so without any delay, let us move on to the first page of it. Let's see this much is already written over here. You can follow it from here. It is very simple. The story Bonku Babu's Friend, just a summary, as many of you ask for summaries, that helps you. Very simple story. So what is it? Bonku Babu's Friend by Satyajit Ray is about a teacher whose name is Bonku Babu, who remains calm, that means very calm and composed and peaceful, never quarrels. But it was not this is not natural for him. Why? Because he was constantly teased and pranked by his students. He was disturbed, he was bothered, but he did not make a scene out of it. He endures these mischievous acts because he loves the teaching. This is an important point. He loves teaching. A few good students in each class. Every class has few good students, right? So those good students did not bother him, loved his teaching, so he also loved them and taught. In his free time, he attends social gatherings hosted by Sripati Babu, where he is also ridiculed but feels obligated to attend. Obligated word is important over here, because obligation is a situation where you must attend, where you have to attend. Why is this the case? Because generally if it is your friend, he will be able to understand your feelings, right? So if you say your friend ki arey aaj nahi jayenge, I don't want to go today, so he will accept it, right? But here first it is said that it is a friendly gathering where friends meet, but then again he is obligated to go there. Let's see. During one such gathering, the topic of conversation shifts to space and aliens. Bonku Babu suggests that if someone from a different planet were to visit Earth, they might choose any place, including their village. So Bonku Babu's idea was that if the alien can land anywhere, no, when you have to visit Bangalore, imagine, so there you will go anywhere, right? Matlab you can visit, just you have to land there. Imagine you don't have an airport, so you will just land in Bangalore and then you will decide ki acha I have to go to this place in Bangalore, to Electronic City in Bangalore, to whichever place, right? So same here, this man is logical enough. Bonku Babu is a logical man, so he thinks it is possible that the alien lands in our village. However, everyone dismisses his idea except for Chandi Babu, who jokingly suggests that Bonku Babu would be the ideal person to be taken away by aliens. This is just a joke, okay? Ki Bonku Babu is such a stupid fellow, looks like an animal, he can be taken away by the alien as a specimen to be kept in the zoo. Feeling hurt and insulted, Bonku Babu realizes that his companions are not true friends and decides to leave the gathering. This is important, okay? He realized then. Many a times he has felt it, but then again today is a day of realization. These are not my true friends. They are ready to humiliate me whenever they can. While returning, he meets an extraterrestrial being, Aang, who had mistakenly landed on Earth instead of Pluto. Now, while he is returning back home, you can follow the previous videos, you will see nice pictures, you will get an imagination out of it, okay? So, this Aang wanted to visit Pluto, but he has landed on Earth. Being superior to men both in technical knowledge and empathy, this is important. He is superior to men both in these two ways, okay? Both technical knowledge, he has a lot of informations, lot of language he knows, okay? So plus empathy also. He is not as cruel as these friends sitting in so-called friends sitting in Sripati Babu's house. The mysterious friend introduces Bonku Babu to a world beyond his familiar surroundings, exposing him to new ideas, places and experiences. Through his friendship with the mysterious character, Bonku Babu undergoes a personal transformation. Whatever I am highlighting is important, okay? Undergoes a personal transformation. He learns new perspective, gains confidence and develops a broader understanding of the world. Highlights, the story highlights friendships have the potential to change individuals, expand the horizon and help them discover the true selves. A friend of yours will always come to help you, right? If you haven't seen a particular place, maybe he will bring a printed picture if possible for you. Okay, maybe you are having some some relationship problem with your friends, so with your girlfriend or boyfriend, they will try to sort it out, right? But of course, a friend, do you think these people sitting in Sripati Babu's house, they are real friends? No, they just at the cost of Bonku Babu derives fun, enjoyment, which is very bad, right? So we understand the real definition, or we can say ki Bonku Babu realizes true friendship not in a person on this planet, but in Ang, who is an alien who has come from some other planet, but empathizes with Bonku Babu, realizes a friend. That is actually the definition of a friend who understands you. So before leaving, that Ang realizes that these are the faults of Bonku Babu, that he does not retaliate, he does not say ki you should not do this with me. So he told that you must do it. He taught Bonku Babu how to accept situations and deny situations and fight back in situations. Okay, that is how a true friend helps. The encounter with Ang was very small, but you see from that small time period of the encounter, Bonku Babu realizes a lot many things. Bonku Babu gets a true friend. Maybe he will never be meeting this friend again, but he understood what friendship is. Bonku Babu is capable of speaking against the ridicule, and because Ang taught him, he was able to go against or finally speak against the ridicule he had suffered throughout his life. He could speak up. Okay, he learned how to speak up. It made him realize what true friendship means. That is all about the summary. You can even take it as the crux of the whole story. Okay, but don't think that summary I have read, so I will not read the chapter, because it is a very sweet chapter, and if you are reading from the channel, you will see very sweet pictures are given, so you can follow that. Next point which is important over here is character analysis. So in character analysis, why is it important? Because this Bonku Babu is the protagonist, right? The main character of the play, of the story. So what are the main, you will not write in points, okay? Be very careful, do not write in points. I have written in points so that it stays in your mind. First point, despite facing constant teasing and pranks from his students, Bonku Babu remains calm and rarely gets angry. Okay, so what is the case? He rarely gets angry. He always accepts situations. Okay. Bonku Babu is calm. So first point is calm and rarely gets angry. Calm demeanor can be attributed to several factors. What can be the factors? This can be a question. Why is he always calm? First point, because he thinks that if he speaks up, then Sripati Babu is a very influential person. He may lose his job for that. Okay, and if he loses his job at the age of 50, above 50, how will he find a new job? How will he feed himself, right? And second point, there were few good students in the class, so he loved them, he loved to teach them, and he thought that was enough for him. Okay, these 2 points. Despite the constant teasing, Bonku Babu continues to attend, and Sripati Majumdar's house also, gatherings also he visited, because he was obligated to participate. Bonku Babu is this is another point, imaginative and curious person. Imaginative, na ki it may so happen that the alien will land in our planet, on our village itself. It displays a keen interest in space travel and speculates about the possibility of creatures from other planets visiting Earth. While his ideas are often dismissed or ridiculed, Bonku Babu remains open-minded and contemplative. He keeps thinking, no, even when he said ki I don't like ghosts, he was humiliated. Even when he is saying that there is a possibility that that the alien will land in our village, because and he thinks it logically, right? Ho sakta hai, this is a possible thing that he will land on our planet, and particularly in this village, because if this alien wants to come to Earth, it does not matter whether it is a city or it is a village. Very logical thinking. Throughout the story, Bonku Babu's patience and resilience are tested. So we see that he constantly, they play, they test Bonku Babu's this calm and peaceful composure, right. Bonku Babu's character is marked by a sense of dignity, important point, and a desire for respect. He wishes, at least once every day whenever he visits Sripati Majumdar's house, he feels that perhaps today I will get some respect, or today they will behave properly with me. Simple thing that he expects, right, but he does not get. He yearns to be treated with kindness and fairness, even though he often finds himself on the receiving end of jokes and ridicule. So mostly he is humiliated, he is always humiliated, and he feels this is not right. He understands what is right and wrong. He feels that he should be treated better, but he isn't. Despite his gentle nature, there is a quiet strength in Bonku Babu that allows him to persevere through challenges. So there is a quiet strength. This is an important point. Quiet strength, you can endure, that gives you the capability to endure difficult situations, right. So these are all the points of character traits. You will write according to the marks. If it is a 4 mark, 4 points. If it is a 2 mark, write 2 points. Okay. Next we will move to, this is our sweet Bonku Babu's picture that I felt he might look like this. Okay. Now we will move to the next character, Sripati Majumdar. Why is this particular character important? Because here this man is the, a place where all the people come and meet. This is the one spokesperson of, or one ambassador of the all people who ridiculed Bonku Babu. Okay. First point, Sripati Majumdar, middle-aged lawyer residing in Kakurgachi village where the story takes place. He is portrayed as an influential figure in the community, respected for his legal expertise. So because he is a legal person, he practices law and he is influential in the village. He has some influence in the school also. These are the points. He is known for his sense of humor. Next, he has a quick wit and enjoys engaging in banter and playful teasing of Bonku Babu, the protagonist of the story. He loves to humiliate Bonku Babu. He calls him so that others can also humiliate him. Sripati's humor often involves making jokes at the expense of others. Of course, at the expense of Bonku Babu, he used to crack those jokes, right? He did not think how this person will feel about it. Okay, so what he calls fun is often painful to the others, for the others. Although he does not intend to cause harm, his behavior shows no sign of empathy or a quality of true friend. Here we will always use the word empathy, not sympathy. Why? Because sympathy means just to feel sorry about somebody, but empathy means right from within, feeling that if you were in his place, what would happen. So empathy is the better word. He did not have that at all. He deliberately calls Bonku Babu to his gathering so that he can play prank on him, as Bonku Babu was a gentleman who never complained loudly. So he loved playing pranks even though he was a middle-aged man. Okay, this is an important point. His behavior was no different than the naughty children in the school. He often appeared senseless and heartless, unacceptable of a man who holds such an important position in the society. Somebody who is so influential, how can this man, somebody who is a grown-up man, behave like a not like a naughty child and then misbehave in such a manner? Okay. So he has no signs of a grown-up man, although he is an influential man. Okay, that's all about Sripati Majumdar's character. This is the tea adda that used to take place, and if you want to see more like this, visit the other explanatory videos of Bonku Babu. Next, the extraterrestrial element. What is this? In the story, Bonku extraterrestrial element, from the picture you get an idea that this is of course going to be Aang, or our the alien. Okay, so he is also a character. He also plays an important role over here, so we will read his character also. In the story Bonku Babu by Satyajit Ray, the extraterrestrial element is introduced to the character named Aang. Aang is an alien who arrives on Earth and befriends the main protagonist Bonku Babu, becomes a friend of. Okay, he meets Bonku Babu in the bamboo grove owned by Poncha Ghosh. Here the alien had landed in his spaceship by mistake. So he did not deliberately wish to land on Earth and meet Bonku Babu. And it was an unlikely happening. He was going to Pluto, but his instruments were not working properly, so he landed on Earth. He had come from the planet called Krenis. He had a head. Now this part will be important for you because you can be asked, give the description of Aang. So whatever I have highlighted in green, just remember that. He has a head with even if you remember the picture I showed you in the channel, in the last videos. So there also you will see a good picture, and if you remember that, you'll be able to write. Circular head and eyes bright yellow in color, then thin hands and feet, right? And there is a pink outfit that he wore, okay, all that. Gaping hole for mouth and ears and eyes. So he said that he was 33 years old, and he was a creature of superior intelligence. He knew 14,000 languages. He can even control the movement of anybody and leave him incapable of making any movement to protect himself from possible danger. If I was Aang, I could just, I could just control you from movement. So you would just be like this. You would not be able to move your hands and feet. Okay. That was also one of his powers. He had a tube-like device through which he can look at any part of the solar system wherever he wanted. He could see through it like a telescope. This picture is also there. He shows Bonku Babu places like the North Pole and Brazil. The best thing about this extraterrestrial element is that he understands the weakness of Bonku Babu. Another important point, empathizes with him when he reads what ridicule Bonku Babu suffers. Yeah, he can read the Bonku Babu never said it. No? Just we don't share everything with a friend, but a friend can understand from our face ki today I am sad, and he will keep asking you ki what is the reason, tell us, share with me, right? So just like that, Aang was able to understand that this man was sad, and because he could read minds, he could also understand the reason behind it, right? So he advises him to his advice was a desired effect, and after meeting him, Bonku Babu becomes a changed man altogether. So there is a mistake over here. Actually, he advises him to retaliate when somebody is trying to harm him or joke on him. Okay, so that is all about this part. Next, another little bit of it is left. So Aang's presence in the story serves multiple purpose. You can simply remember this if you don't want to read that. Firstly, it adds an element of fantasy and adventure to the narrative. Okay, this is something which is unlikely, something which does not happen. Okay, something away from reality, that transcends reality. Readers experience the excitement of encountering an extraterrestrial being. We always think, maybe one day some alien will come, we will see an alien like maybe E.T. or maybe Jadoo, right? So, and this thing happens in the story, so we are interested to read it. There is a possibility of life beyond Earth. There is a chance that we always keep searching to find life on some other planets. So maybe one day that is possible. Maybe we don't know that, and maybe an alien will land on our planet. Secondly, Aang acts as a catalyst for Bonku Babu's personal growth and transformation. Through their friendship, Aang encourages Bonku Babu to overcome his self-doubt and face his fears, to accept the situation, to fight back and not just accept whichever thing happens in his life, whatever happens in his life, right? So to fight back. All the time we cannot say, acha, this is happening, okay, I will accept it. Then it is very bad. So you have to fight back in certain cases. Imagine a tiger is attacking you, somebody is humiliating you, and you are going on listening. So people will take you for granted. Aang taught him that. So Aang's perspective and experiences from different planets broaden Bonku Babu's horizons and help him gain confidence in himself and his abilities. This is another important point. What he gave Bonku Babu was that confidence, self-confidence, that he is no less than the others. That is why he met Aang, right, and nobody else. So he is also unique, he is also significant. No person is insignificant. He has come to this planet and he has a role to play. So you cannot identify man as a stupid man, foolish man, can't do anything. These are bad words. So he realized that, and then he could retaliate. So that is all about the extraterrestrial element. Now we have certain short questions and answers that we will be discussing. Alright, so first question from here. What does it say? Who is Bonku Babu and what is his initial perception of Aang? Okay, so this is the first question, and what will be the answer for it? We have to write that Bonku Babu is the protagonist of the story. We have to write about him now. Who is Bonku Babu? So he is the protagonist of the story, that means the main character. What is his initial perception of Aang? What we will write, that He and a bit more about Bonku Babu. He is a middle-aged man, we can write, who lived in a remote village called Kakurgachi. Okay, you can even write he is a geography and Bengali teacher of that Kakurgachi primary school. And then comes, what is his initial perception of anger? So what we have to write about this is initial perception of anger. Bonku Babu is a kind of he has an uneventful life, and he is skeptical to believe that whether this Ang is really a superior creature, because he is just the height of that creature is just 4 feet, and he looks very strange, and he claims that he is more powerful than human beings. Question number 2, describe Ang's appearance. So here this is already discussed, so we will again, this question is very important, that's why I have kept it again. Appearance and characteristic. Question can come from here, that's why 2 times you see it has been mentioned. Ang is the extraterrestrial being, point number 1, is described as a short, round creature with a big hairless head, large eyes, thin arms and legs. He has greenish skin, he has he's like wearing a pink suit, we will write that. And he has no hair on the face. Okay. Ang is friendly, so if we have to talk about his characteristics, we will write that Ang is friendly, and he is very cautious about his surroundings. These 2 points are more than enough. How does he communicate with others? He knows 14,000 languages, but he is able to communicate in whichever language the other person is aware of. Okay. And second of all, he also can understand what the other people are thinking through telepathy. Okay. So that is all from question number 2. Now before we move on to 3, 4, 5 and the rest of the questions, it is important that to mention that this book that you have already told me that you are following this evergreen publisher, this is the workbook, and don't worry, questions from here also we will maybe you will find some questions here only that we are discussing now. These are extra questions, let us prepare them, and if you have problems you can these questions, these answers I will give in my website slotskill.com. you can check from there also. Before the exam you will be completely ready, so don't worry about that. Next, question number 3, what impact does Ang's arrival have on the village and its inhabitants? So the people who lived in the village and the village itself, what impression or impact it had. So Ang's arrival in the village creates a sense of wonder and excitement that what will happen. Okay, no, we can frame the sentence like this, that they had seen that light, and they were speculating that whether the spaceship would land in the village or in the city or in some other foreign country. Okay, all that speculation. Plus we can also mention over here that the ground, the pond and the trees around the grove over there, the leaves had all fallen off because of the arrival of the spacecraft, right? And what else? The inhabitants, they were speculating whether this is real or not, whether an alien lived, whether some other planet where where there was life existed or not. And we can even write that our protagonist Bonku Babu was more speculative, because he thought perhaps the alien would land up in our village itself. Next, question number 4, how does Ang's friendship with Bonku Babu influence the latter's personal growth and transformation? Now these questions are the ones that you will find in my website. I have given you the notes there, questions are there, but these few questions, these are the practice questions, the answers were not given, so I am giving these also to you. That means you will be completely prepared if you are following my website slotskill.com, and if you are following the channel also, right? You will require no other tuition teacher or anything. Question number 4, how does Ang's friendship with Bonku Babu influence the latter's personal growth and transformation? What we will write, Ang's friendship has a profound impact on Bonku Babu's life. Initially, how was Bonku Babu? He was a very lonely and stagnant individual, disconnected from the world around him. He used to accept he was innocent, he used to accept anything and everything, every blow that came from the others. But after meeting Ang, what happened? Ang's friendship catalyzes Bonku Babu's personal growth and transformation. bringing him out of his shell and making him be aware of his own self confidence, that he is also unique on this planet earth and nobody can humiliate him for no reason. Okay, so he infused in him the existence, the meaning of existence and purpose, right? So that is also the answer of question number 4. Question 5. What were the daily chores of Bonku Babu? So what chores means, what did he usually do? So Bonku Babu's daily chores primarily involved what? He used to go to the school. He used to teach in that Kakurgachi primary school, and geography and Bengali. And in the weekends, that means Saturdays and Sundays, he went to the adda of Sripati Majumdar's house. Okay, these are the daily chores. Question number 6. What themes and messages does Satyajit Ray convey through the character of Ang? Theme and messages, you will find the note in the website. Satyajit Ray explores several themes through the character of Ang. One prominent theme is the kind of character of Ang. So we can write that Ray also highlights the transformative nature of friendship. Okay, profound impact of friendship. What true friendship is, the idea of friendship is conveyed through the character of Ang. Ang has come here for for just a few minutes, but he helps Bonku Babu to realize what a true friend is. He is aware of the problems of another friend and he wants to help. Okay, so these are the qualities, the true friendship, and that is all about, we have to write over here. What is the significance of the title? Again, title, we will talk about the same theme, right? Friendship. In Sripati Majumdar's house, Bonku Babu used to visit. He thought these were his friends. The gathering over there, he called his friends. But in reality, they wanted to humiliate him in every chance they got. So these are not the true friends in reality, right? So finally, Bonku Babu's friend, he got the real true friend, which is an alien from some other planet. Okay. Although the meeting was just too short, but he realized how unique he is, why he should he realized the essence of life, he realized the purpose of life, and came to see so many things just because of his friend Ang. Giving good advices, helping, these are the qualities of a friend, and that is found in Ang, not in the people in Sripati Majumdar's house. So this is the title, that who a real friend is. How does the presence of an extraterrestrial element affect the overall tone and atmosphere of the narrative? The presence of an extraterrestrial element adds an air of wonder, right, and enchantment. We keep on thinking that what is this? Is this even possible? This is a fictional story, but perhaps because we are searching for life on this planet, on some other planets also, maybe this is possible. Maybe they are highly superior, even more superior than us, right? So the extraterrestrial element sparks curiosity, excitement, shared sense of awe, right? So tone and atmosphere becomes relevant to these, elevating the overall tone and atmosphere, correct? So against the mundane, ordinary life of Bonku Babu. Bonku Babu had a very ordinary life. Suddenly it was changed when he met with an extraterrestrial element. Next, number 9, explore the theme of acceptance and tolerance in the story. How does the protagonist's perceptions change throughout the narrative? The story explores the theme of acceptance and tolerance through Bonku Babu's journey, because Bonku Babu is accepting anything and everything, right? Whatever is happening to him, in whichever way the students are treating him, the people in his village are treating him, he is accepting anything and everything, right? So tolerance, acceptance. How does the protagonist's perceptions change throughout the narrative? We'll talk about friendship again, that through the good advice of Ang, by meeting Ang, he realizes that he is also very unique. That is why nobody else but the extraterrestrial element met him, not the other people. So he is also unique, he is also significant. So realizing this, what happens is, he understood that this is going to help him to become a true person in this world, and accept and not accept anything and everything, at least fight back in certain cases, right? Alright, so next question number 10, reflect on the power and friendship of the reflect on the power of friendship and the role it plays in the story. This is quite a similar question. You can frame it on your own. Still, I'll give you an idea. Power of friendship. How Bonku Babu's self-confidence grew. If it is a 2-mark question, just write about this. This friendship, true friendship, helped Bonku Babu to grow self-confidence in him, realize the true essence, reality of this life. Okay, retaliate when he was humiliated. Okay, and that is the role it plays in the story. That's what how Bonku Babu became a person imbibed with self-confidence rather than a man who was very meek, who was very humble, because you cannot deal everything in this life being too humble, right? So that is what we learn from the story, and that is all from the story. Okay, so we have 4 videos from here. The first 3 explanatory videos, line wise explanation, symbolic significance and stuff. You will have this 4th class on all the notes and questions we have discussed. Website slothskill.com. I'll show you the link once again, which can help you go there, slothskill.com. I will also attach the link in the description box. You can use that. So slothskill.com में आपको whatever notes possible, line wise explanation, notes, question answers, you will get it over there. Don't forget to mention over there. Okay, you will find a comment box. Mention over there what you require, whether you liked it or not. Accordingly, you will keep on getting the other chapters also. That is going to be very helpful, and that is going to save your money, because if you follow it properly, you will not require any tuition teacher. Alright, thank you so much. Hope to meet you in my next video again. Bye bye.